One word I would use to describe my experience at H.L.S. is consuming.
Fulfilling.
Unparalleled.
Thought-provoking. I think that's one word.
Somewhere between overwhelming and defining, because I think that at every stage you're sort of pushed to do more than is in your comfort zone.
Responsibility.
Privilege.
Boundless.
Empowering.
Challenging.
Challenging, but also inspiring.
Unexpected.
Electric.
Eclectic.
Fun.
Transformative.
Discovery.
It depends. And I know that's technically 2 words, but I think law school has taught us to use that word well, or that phrase well.
Home.
Home. HLS has been home.
So when I got into HLS, I thought that was the biggest achievement for me so far. My family and my friends celebrated the fact that this is the year that, I'm going to shine my brightest. But I think having almost finished my HLS journey so far, I think this is only just the start.
I came into law school thinking I want to do international law, but actually leaving law school, I'm doing a startup in legal tech in international law, which was a possibility that I never thought about coming into law school.
A Harvard law degree means for me that I can be the best lawyer that I can, and only I can stand in my way.
For me, it means a previously unimaginable mission accomplished, almost.
It's gifted me with this sense of interconnectedness with all people, this idea that our advancement is not going to happen unless every single person in society contributes their unique talents, abilities, and that our fates kind of ultimately really depend on each other and we really need each other.
It's a kind of belonging to me, a belonging also to like-minded people, a community of friends and colleagues that I would have forever.
It's really just another new beginning to my story. Now that I have the foundational knowledge and the skill sets to work for and with children, I plan to do exactly that.
I think my experience at Harvard Law School has enabled me to challenge the way that I think, to see issues from multiple perspectives and to think much more analytically.
I know sort of how to deal with and handle issues related to my career and just life in general. I know how to now balance my mental health with, my professional life and my family. And I think for me, that goes a long way in terms of how successful I'm going to be as a professional in the future.
For me, Harvard Law degree means access to network, a network of people, a network of lifetime with great colleagues and great friends.
Having a Harvard law degree means that I have the passport that can take me anywhere that I want to go.
Having a Harvard law degree means a lot of things. On the one hand, for my family, it really is the American dream. Like, my parents came from South Korea. My dad worked full-time and went to night classes for high school. It's just been really meaningful, I think, to my parents to know that a lot of the work and a lot of the time that they put in is paying off.
Regardless of where we come from when we leave here, we all have this huge privilege of a Harvard law degree.
The doors open to us are very close to endless.
Great things that are given to you entail great responsibility to act correspondingly.
The responsibility to be the boss. The responsibility to not question my own capability and to take this investment in myself from the last 3 years and use it as something to drive me forward in the future.
To serve as a voice for others who don't have a seat at the table. It means being part of a new generation of women, of immigrants, of people of color, of first-generation students.
A Harvard law degree means so much to me and my family. I've recognized that it's a privilege for me to be here to learn from the greatest legal minds in the world, from Harvard Legal ABO, from my friends. I hope to take all I've learned and benefit the communities that I live in after law school.
My experience here has really been defined by the people I've been surrounded by.
I've met so many incredible people.
I've made some truly amazing friends that I'm lucky to be able to call my family.
There are people that I will cherish forever, and I think have not only made my life better, but much more interesting as a result.
My most rewarding experience at HLS was getting to sing in front of a majority of the Supreme Court with Skills of Justice.
I did parody my 2L year and my 3L year, and getting to see something that I've created come alive on the stage with lights, with people making it their own, getting to see audience reactions to it. It was just really touching.
My most rewarding experience at HLS has been being an active part of the student community.
Working with the administration to better integrate transfer students into the community.
Being a member of the Board of Student Advisors, the BSA, and specifically having the opportunity to mentor 1L students as they come in.
Planning the HLS spring break trip to Israel.
Second semester January term, when I was doing some research in Kyrgyzstan and Central Asia.
My most rewarding experience at HLS has been participating in clinical programs.
Having the privilege to serve indigent criminal defendants has been an absolute honor.
To get to practice law before I have a law degree has been incredible.
When you actually go into court or when you actually talk to a client about what the law looks like in their lives, you really see that you can apply the skills that you learn in the classroom, in the courtroom, and out in the world.
For me, being a student here has been an incredible experience. It has been one in which I've grown so much as a person, not only because of my professors, but also because of my fellow classmates, and just being in this environment has been a wonderful, wonderful experience.
I wish there was a way in which we could have all 560 of us across 7 sections work on some structural legal issue. If we all came together and worked on something, and maybe in the future Harvard Law School can think about each incoming class having a legal project, 560 minds working on something concentrated that people are excited about, I think could move the law in really exciting ways. And so I hope that Harvard evolves in that way.
It's no secret that there's all kinds of crazy technologies and other forces that are changing the way lawyers operate, the way the law operates, and the way the world operates. I want to see HLS not only think about how that kind of stuff affects the teaching of law in the classroom, the practice of law all over the world, but also how law and policy have the ability to help the world adapt to the hard things and good things that are coming.
I think there are so many unanswered questions right now in our generation regarding data privacy, artificial intelligence, and those intersection with law and what that means to the society.
I would like to see that HLS still produces leaders in the world.
It needs to continue to push itself and constantly examine what do the leaders of tomorrow look like, what skills do they need to have, what conversations need to be happening on campus to prepare them to go out into the world.
Over the next 100 years, I'd like to see HLS empower more students to be able to go into whatever career path they want.
Really, there are so many things that you can do with the world, and I hope that in the future, students from HLS continue to find that path that is perfect for them.
In the next 100 years, I would like for Harvard Law School to become an even better leader in providing a voice in the law for those who are marginalized.
More compassion and representation than ever.
More women professors, maybe all women professors.
I think in the past 3 years we've seen a lot of progress and change, and that's because we have these amazing students who care so much about making Harvard Law the place they want to be and the place they feel happy and they feel safe and they feel comfortable. And I hope that in 100 years, no matter where Harvard is in its progress, it still has a student body that cares that much and that wants it to be better.